live on YouTube. It's almost time to party. All right, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Daily problem time. Count subarrays where max element appears at least k times. You are given an integer array nums and a positive integer k. Return the number of subarrays where the maximum element of nums appears at least k times in that subarray. I think I can solve this with prefix sums or something. Let me think. Yeah, all right, let me try and science this one out real quick. One, 3, 2, 3, 3. All right, these are my indices. These are my values. What am I doing? I'm trying to, I guess, like a prefix sum where, well, first we need to find the maximum element, and the maximum element is 3. And then maybe we need some type of count of the max element. And as we're iterating through, our target is just going to be count minus k. Let me think. Wait, let me think how to solve this. It feels like some type of prefix sum, but I don't know what to put in this unordered map as I'm iterating through. Do I put the counts in? Alright, so as we're iterating through, our k is 2. That means we need at least 2 3s in the subarray. So here, I guess we see a count of 1 at index 1. So this would be like count and index, I guess, maybe. So now our count is at 2, and we're looking for, I guess we can say count 0 is at -1. Or something. So if we're at count 2, our target is k minus k, which is 0, or 2 minus k, which is 0. When we look at our map, we see that we first see a count of 0 at index -1. Should it be -1, man? That's what I'm not sure about. Anyways, this is supposed to add like 1. Man, these problems have been giving me a lot of trouble lately. I know how to solve them, I think, but maybe I'm just not practiced enough. Anyways, we're supposed to get an answer of 6. Dev God, what's happened? April is basically Subarray month. Yeah, it seems so, man. Lots of Subarrays for sure. Alright. Let me try and think. So if we're looking for here, we should see the count of 0. And it first appears... Oh, you know what? This needs to add up to 1 somehow. Anyways, let me continue. So our count is at 2. Now we go here. Our count is 3, but our target is 1. And we see that we saw 1 at this index. So what does that mean? That means that should our target be 1? Or should our target be +1? Because if we look for a count where it's 2. Hold on, I'm confusing myself, man. Yeah, because here we get the count of 1 and we're looking for a target. We're looking for like the first 3 or whatever. When here the count is 2 and we're not looking for a target 0, we're actually looking for target of 1, because then we can add all of these subarrays. So it's going to be the index plus 1. And then here it's 1 plus 1 is 2, so our target of 2, 2 appears at index 3. Wait. I'm not sure, man. The max of the original array? What? Hold on. 3, 1, and we're adding, so ants would be like I plus 1, so here's 2. Where'd they get this extra 1? And then when we're at target, this is 1 subarray, 2 subarrays, and then here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's right. Index 3 plus 1, 4. I don't know why I'm tripping. Alright, let me just implement this idea. I don't know if I explained myself clearly. I know I didn't, but it's all good. I know what I mean. So like test case 1, you're looking for 3s because that's the max of the original array. Yeah, we're looking for the maximum element to appear that many times. Alright, here we go. So I'm iterating through. If the current number is equal to, oh, I need to find the max element. So if this current number is equal to the maximum, then we increment our count. And then our target is going to be, what did I say it was? Count minus k plus 1. And then we're trying to find I guess we're trying to find yeah, whatever that is. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to just add, yeah, ant plus equal to target plus 1. No, because if it doesn't exist, then this will evaluate to 0 plus 1. So maybe I should actually do a find. So maybe I can do it like that. So this is saying if we've seen this count already, we should add it whichever index. And then I need to add it in there only if it's a max or something. I don't know if this is right. Something like that. Does that feel right? That feels kind of right to me. SM123, what's happening? I got an interview for a DevOps apprentice role. Do you know what kind of questions they might ask? Also, hello, haven't been here in a while. Welcome back, man. DevOps apprentice? I don't know. They'd probably ask you. I don't know what DevOps does, man. Probably ask you some sysadmin stuff, maybe. Like maybe some Linux commands or whatever. What is Docker? What is a container? Maybe. It could ask you so many things. It's hard to. I guess DevOps is like. What does DevOps do? Deploy things and make sure things are running as they should be. So that means, yeah, like making sure binaries get to production. I'm not the right person to ask because I don't know what the hell DevOps does, man. I guess you can, maybe you can ask ChatGPT to give you a study guide. It's like deploy, running. Yeah, maybe DevGod 2020 is a DevOps guy. DevOps roadmap. Dang, that's a lot of stuff. Yeah, and I imagine it could vary so much depending on the company and their tech stack. So it's like, I really don't like such open-ended questions, man. Where they're like, okay, you want a programming job? Well, get ready because we're about to ask you questions about programming. It's like, dang, that could be so many things, you know? It's at a hedge fund. Dang, hedge fund. I got no idea what a hedge fund DevOps might be doing. But I imagine it's gonna be intense. My DevOps experience is I do get pull origin. Please, what? No merge conflicts. Hopefully they don't ask me any LeetCode questions, otherwise I would be cooked. Yeah, who knows? Which, well, I don't know if you want to say, but maybe if you just Google out the company and typical questions, you can find out some more information. Should I try and run this? Does LeetCode have any DevOps questions? I don't know, man. I think they have like... Nah, I don't know. I don't think they do. Closest I can think is the database questions. Yeah, who knows? Dang. Alright, I messed up big time here. K equals 1. So it's 91. K equals 1. Man, I thought I'd have this, but I guess not. At least... Is this like an edge case when K equals 1? Because it's just gonna be itself. We're just looking for the count of itself. Man, I think I'm actually regressing on LeetCode, man. I swear I could probably one-shot problems like this a few months ago, and now I don't really know. How many subarrays? Dang. Looks like I had troubles every time I tried to solve this. But I've solved it multiple times. Well, last year I didn't have any troubles solving it, it seems. Alright, let me think. Why? So I'm not getting enough. That's the problem. So here, my count is at 1. My target is 1. I wonder if I should put my count in there. Like immediately, you know? Maybe that's the problem. Alright, that worked, but I'm not happy with my performance there, man. Why is it so slow? It's because I'm using an unordered map. No, the numbers can be big enough. Oh, I guess the count. Yeah, I guess we can use a vector there. Because we're only looking up the counts, and the counts will go only up to 10 to the 5th. So that means we could probably fit that in a vector instead. Should we try that or nah? It's not worth it. Let me do it real quick. Of size n, and then n plus 1 maybe? For good luck. And that 0 padding. Wait, should I fill it with like -1s? And here we can check. Wait, if target I don't know, man. Let's see. Oh, a lot faster. Alright, so that unordered map was slowing it down. Alright, man, what should we do now that we did the daily problem? Is it cursor time? It is cursor time. It's loading. Give me a second. Search for DevOps questions. I don't know anything about DevOps, man. Desert Fox, what's happening? They just released an internal version of C-Line Klein at work. I don't even know what that is. Should I know what that is? Klein bot? I guess it's like, I see. It's basically cursor for interesting. Yeah, I haven't tried this one. I only used cursor before. I got a lot of things to fix on my website. I think I did a readme last time and I said next time we're gonna do some of these things. So let me consult my readme file. Same concept but open source. I see. Alright, first maybe I need to deploy my new website or whatever. There's a lot of things I gotta fix, like this socks link shouldn't even be there. Maybe I can work on these things slowly. I already opened this thing. Let me fix that. Maybe build a new thing and then upload it and see what happens. Because we had some fixes in here that's not live in production, like the WebSocket server, I think, being kept alive instead of disconnecting. I think we added online messages and stuff. What was I doing? Oh, I was taking out the socks link in the header buttons, maybe. Yeah, this link right here. We don't want that. So Desert Fox, what do you mean that thing opened up your eyes? Did you try it and you're like blown away by how effective it is? And maybe before you never really messed around with it, or have you been messing around with it but it's been kind of whack up until the new version, you know? Man, I'm still sick too, a little bit. I've been kind of been an AI douser before this, but I gave it some fairly vague prompts and it produced some pretty good code. Yeah, that's how I think that's how I was. I was a big doubter, but in the last few months, I'm a big believer, man. Even though it's not like a seamless process yet, it's clearly very, very good. Context it can pull from our code base is pretty wild. Yeah, it is very wild, I think. Not just pretty wild. I wonder if this stuff will work like this. Should I try and compile this? Oh, I see Black Deep. What's happening, man? AI taking over jobs? We'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Alright. I don't even know. I think, alright, my web dev streams have been really unorganized lately. But I feel I need to do some project planning, man. And it's hard when I take like a few days in between. Like the last time I worked on this stuff was last week Wednesday. I feel everything. I forget everything. All the context is gone. So as I'm starting to work on this again, it takes me a while to like refresh my memory on what's going on. And I feel it's so unproductive for me, man. I feel like I'm just like wasting a lot of time ramping up and ramping down every time I stream this stuff. So I think I'm gonna have to like either do chunks of streams where I can like keep the context in my mind, so I'm a lot faster in terms of like thinking and remembering what I was doing and whatnot. Or I'm gonna have to take some good notes or something. I don't know. I don't think it'll take over jobs, but I do see it raising the entry level and being a force multiplier for current devs. Man, I think it's doing this right now. Like, as we speak, that's what it's doing. For sure. Maybe not to a wild amount, but I do feel it is making current devs more productive in some ways. Alright, first things first. What was I trying to do? I'm trying to just run the thing locally so we can see how it looks. So I got the front end running, I got the back end running. Let's see if we can load it up. Is this thing working? Connected. Kind of connected. Doesn't even have messages, man. What is going on here? I wonder if it's because I use the HTTPS thing or whatever. Let me take off the SSL stuff. Maybe that stuff ain't ready for local mode and I should just only use that in production. You know, can I just do that? Do I have to hot reload? Can I just stop it? Isn't market pretty cooked right now? I think it's pretty cooked compared to a few years ago, that's for sure. I don't think it's absolutely cooked. Well, maybe for new grads. Dang, what the hell, man? That's because I'm not logged in. But how come it's making me send messages even though I'm not logged in? That's crazy. Is that a bug? That is a bug for sure. Because look, no dang cookies, nothing coming in. Let me see what I do. Look, I'm not logged in, you know. So it shouldn't be doing anything. That's a feature? Nah. I feel pretty discouraged right now if I was an entry level trying to get a job. Yeah, I think I would be feeling discouraged as well, not gonna lie. Alright, so there's no dang cookies coming in. I try and authenticate. I should have taken out all of these things. Do I trying to validate? Does it say that ever? Doesn't even say that, man. It doesn't say trying to validate. All right, that's a bug for sure. We gotta investigate that. Let me write that down in the to-do thing, in the README thing. Bugs. User can connect to chat room and send a message even when they aren't logged in. Bobby Blue, what's happening? And Noon, how you doing? Make the login a marquee to be harder to log in. That might be interesting. What are we vibe coding today? I don't know if I'm gonna be vibe coding too much. I think I want to like try and clean up all the vibe coded stuff before it gets out of hand. I need to do some maintenance, I guess. Did I do the daily? Yeah, I did the daily. It was supposed to be easy for me, but it wasn't so easy. I struggled, not gonna lie. But here's my submission. All right. So what's going on here? Embrace the vibe code. Yeah, I'm trying to like integrate with vibe coding, but not be 100% vibe coder. I mean, there's no rules about vibe coding. Yeah, vibe coding doesn't necessarily have to be you only take what the AI says and you don't do any manual labor. I'm like a hybrid vibe coder. Raw Razor 4A, what's happening? Welcome to the party. How are you doing? Are you interested in web dev or LeetCode? Should I try and log in here? Alright, so I see. So something on the front end is trying to log in even when it shouldn't. So I need to take a look. I think I gotta take a look at that right now. Where would it be? Somewhere in here. Alright, we gotta log out. Look at that, connected? Not supposed to be connected, man. Attempting to connect. Alright. The vibe code must have put this in, man. Oh, I wonder if it like attempts to connect. And then let me see. I have a weird thing here, man. It's not like super straightforward. So I'm like connecting to the WebSocket without authenticating. Once I connect, so on open, I send like this auth message. And then if that doesn't get verified, then I get disconnected. But I think this is like trying to reconnect, man. So maybe I shouldn't even do this. Like, I shouldn't try and connect unless I'm logged in already, you know? So how can I check that, man? Maybe something like right here. Let me see. How can I check if I'm logged in on the client side? Should I just ask vibe coded? Yeah, we gotta do a little bit of vibe coding. Let's say only try to open up a socket connection if the user is currently logged in. All right, looks good to me. Let's try that. It's not very efficient, but we don't care about that right now. First time seeing cursor in action. Wow. It's a game changer, I think, man. It's, wait, user not logged in, skipping. That's great. Yeah, I think it's really cool. Cursor and this whole vibe coding movement is changing things for sure. Probably introduces a lot of bugs into code bases. Like, I've had a lot of bugs because I've vibe coded a lot of my website, and I'm trying to like fix them right now. So does it save time? I don't know. For like, maybe there's a good mix of vibe coding and manual coding that's necessary. Maybe I should like actually review what the thing is telling me to do. But who's got time for that, man? Anyways, let me restart some things here, just to get a fresh window. And then here, let's see. I'm just making sure that nothing is coming in because we're not logged in. I don't want to see any messages or requests to the server. But when I do log in, let's try that. Now I'm guessing the stuff. Gust00, thank you very much for the follow. Not using Socket.io, man. I'm using, I don't even know what I'm using. So I have a C++ WebSocket server. I use UWebSockets on the C++ side as my library, and then on the front end I'm just using whatever WebSocket. This is my first time using WebSockets for anything really. I don't know much about them. But let me log in to my website from another window so I can have like a multi-chat thing going on. I have to log in with a different account here. This is my second window chat. Not Midnight Simon. Online. Yes. Messages coming through. Very nice. Wait. Hi there. Oh yeah. And it's sending double because it's React's debug mode or whatever. I think it sends 2 of everything. Except the online stuff. Because that's generated from the server side. Alright, so I think this stuff seems... Last time we're having an issue where it was just disconnecting after about slightly less than a minute. Now it looks like it's staying stable. Should we set a timer? Just to make sure. I set it for 1 minute. We weren't sure whether it was timing out whenever it went on focus, like in a different tab, or if it just did it every single time. But I think it used to just do it every single time. Hepta5, what's happening, man? Welcome to the party. How's it going over there, Hepta5? What you been up to lately? Just chilling. I'm tired. I'm tired of the corporate life. What would it take for you to say goodbye to the corporate world? You want to rest and vest? I mean, can't you do that right now? Aren't you doing that? Oh, the real Raymond Jones says 5 million bucks. Dang, that's a lot of money. By then you're gonna be old, man. If you wait until you make $5 million from the corporate world before you leave it, I feel your life is already gone, man. You're like 50 years old. Or maybe not 50, maybe like 45. My number is a lot lower. Waiting for my grinder long calls to moon. Sunrise Lo-Fi, welcome to the party. How are you doing? Oh, we're still here. So I have to say the WebSockets looks like it's working. I'm up like 80% on grinder stock. Big ballin', man. Stocks are crazy these days. I don't even know what to do. Yeah, so Hepta5. Real Raymond Jones answered the question, but you didn't answer, man. How much money to leave the corporate world behind and to go do your own thing or work at a startup or whatever, go paint landscape portraits or whatever, you know. 10 million? Man, you guys need a lot of money. You guys wouldn't feel comfortable to leave unless you hit 10 million bucks? I think that's crazy. But we're one health condition away from bankruptcy. I mean, can you just get health insurance or something? I don't know how all that stuff works. Go move to Canada, man. With 1 mil, I'll be chilling. 1 mil is enough. Yeah, I'd say 1 mil is more than enough for me, man. I'm not saying retire. I'm not saying like you leave your job and you just go live on a beach and sip pina coladas. I'm not talking about that, man. I'm just saying I'd say a lot of you probably don't like your jobs. Everyone complains about going to work. But you know, and I think a lot of people have enough money to leave and go pursue their passions, but it's still scary, you know. I get a part-time job at Costco, man, I don't know if I'd be happy at Costco. I'd be fine leaving if content takes me to 12K a month pre-tax. I don't think I'll be retiring though. Yeah, I think retiring is... I don't think anybody actually retires, man, because unless you're really, really old and you absolutely just want to be a couch potato or something, man, because even in retirement, people still pursue their passions or pursue... I guess maybe the meaning of retirement is like you're no longer concerned about working for money. But people get bored in retirement, man. They still want to do things that's fulfilling. I think staying at the same job makes people hate their job. Wait, that's why you quit Noon. Are you jobless right now? Kartik Dishpande from YouTube. What's happening? Invest most of 1 million and do something chill and live off dividend and interest income. Alright, if you did that, wouldn't you get bored? Like, yeah, maybe all your bills are paid. You probably make like 50K a year. All the bills are paid. What do? Are you just gonna play video games all day? Are you gonna paint all day? Like, you're gonna get bored of chilling, man. After a few months, you're gonna be bored. And then what do? That's what I'm trying to get at. You want to be sitting on the beach earning 20%? Wait, what? Who's earning 20%? I always thought my retirement gig would just be a bootcamp instructor for coding or certificates. Alright, so Desert Fox. It sounds like you like teaching or mentoring. Maybe that's what brings you joy or fulfillment. At my last job, the last year, was literally working 1 or 2 hours a day. Yeah, I think maybe a lot of people can relate to that in software engineering, perhaps. Rfire, what's happening? Welcome to the party. I've been trying to retire for a while, but keep finding work? What does that mean, man? Wait, Zooglers can relate? Hold on, Hempta5, let me see what you said. I thought Salesforce, Amazon, Big Tech was cool. Then I worked in Big Tech, and it's same stuff but more pay. Hepta5. I think I hear what you're saying, man. If I retire, I'll go travel and explore and go experience everything. You need like 15 mil to take out 50K a year? What? Nah, 15 million to take out 50K a year? You're living way too cautious if that... You need to spend more money, man. You have $15 million, you're only gonna spend $50,000 a year. Maybe that's why I'm broke. No way. I mean, let's look at that. How do you do that math? 50,000 divided by 15. Is that 15 million? Man, that's like... I don't even know what that is, man, but you need to spend more money. Anyways. If I had 5 mil, I'd put 2 mil into dividend stocks, so I make 7 to 8% of that per year. Then I'd put 2 mil into S&P 500 and 1 mil into a nice home. And then what would you do? What would you do with all your time? I guess you guys are thinking of leaving big tech, and there is no other way you can make money besides investing it. But you guys have skills, man. You guys can go do things that you want to do, or build things that are valuable to other people that you can charge for, maybe. Or I don't know, I guess not everybody wants that type of stuff though. Left my job, got a part-time job finishing up that, but got another job, this time because the uncertainty in the future of the economy. I see. I work in Tiny Tech web agency. If I retire, I'd probably just make fun side projects and sell them on Etsy or something. Coding Seal. That's interesting. Do you mean side projects and sell them on Etsy? Do you mean like arts and crafts and stuff? For 300 years, yeah. Poop in the bed? What are you talking about, man? What stocks do you think are paying 7 to 8% dividends? I don't know what's doing that, man. Who's saying that? Anyways, how about opening up a restaurant or... Oh wait, YouTube, sorry. Maybe pursue side hustle ideas that you were never able to work on when you had a full-time job. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Start streaming. Yeah, maybe do that. Art, woodwork, metalwork, dumb little electronics. Oh yeah, I've seen some cool things on Etsy like that. Yeah, those all sound pretty cool, coding seal. I think I would do something similar if I were to go that route, I guess. Video gaming, 100% into content creation. Sunrise Lo-Fi, do you stream right now? Are you into content creation right now? If you stream, you gotta tell us, man. Doesn't look like it. Alright, what was I working on, man? I was working on some junk. I don't even remember. I feel like I'm not entertaining enough. Well, it's just like LeetCode. You gotta practice. I don't think anyone, well, maybe some people are, but most people who you think are entertaining probably worked hard towards being that way, you know, and it takes a lot of practice. I can watch Instagram Reel for 14 hours? What? Gonna sell arts and AI bots on Etsy? You never know, Icy Black Deep. Maybe that's a great marketplace for AI bots. I've gamed enough and sat around enough in my late teens and early 20s, so I just want to make stuff or go see places at this point in life. But I'm far from retirement. Yeah, I think I don't get urges to play, like, binge on video games all day. I mean, I still play games every single day. Don't get it twisted. But I don't go on crazy sessions like I used to when I was in my 20s. Like, playing for 14 hours a day of video game. Haven't done that in a long time. Q Ultimus. What's happened? Hope the web dev is going well. We're just kind of chatting right now. You're going to rewrite your entire stack using assembly? Yeah, right, man. Just use the interview coder during virtual tech interview. That's how, I mean, I don't want to condone cheating or anything, but if everybody is out there cheating, why are you gonna try and be loyal, man? Especially if you're good enough to understand what the hell that AI stuff is telling you to do and you can explain it. Maybe that is the way to go for now. I used to think that my life was a tragedy, but now I realize it's a comedy. What are you talking about, man? I suck at LeetCode, but I have an interest in learning data structure and algos. Yeah. Those things are hand in hand. Why don't you stream any games? I don't know. Because I think I'm not a video game streamer, man. But maybe I will stream games one day. I don't think it's in my near future though. Probably annoying talking to chat. Yeah, I think this is actually a big reason. Because when I play video games, mostly I'm chilling with my girlfriend. And I don't want to talk to anyone else when I'm doing that, you know? What's Interview Coder? It's a cheating ass website, man. I think getting a Google job with cheating is just a rumor. I don't know if it's just a rumor, man. There must be tons of people who have gotten in. Not only Google or anything, but just big tech in general, man. I'm sure so many people have used. I mean, the guy is making like how much, $2 million a year from that website, and there's a bunch of different ones. Do you see that University of Waterloo canceled their programming contest because everyone was cheating? Man, that is not funny. I don't know why my reaction was to laugh. Maybe because it's so sad, and I'm actually frustrated because it hits near to my heart, man. Because I feel like that about LeetCode contests, man. But I did not hear that Icy Black Deep. And what the hell is this banana, man? Gone bananas? What is that? How do you even cheat during the whiteboard process? There's no whiteboarding anymore, man. But I think whiteboarding might be coming back if they can't figure out a way to do this cheating. Ain't no way they... Who's that dumb? I mean, it's hard to know when somebody is cheating. There's idiots who do it with no shame and get caught, and people who pass with nobody knowing. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people who pass with nobody knowing. The risk doesn't seem worth it if you get caught. How are you gonna get caught though? Alright, maybe I should stop talking about this cheating stuff because I don't condone it at all. Kinda. Yeah, lots of cheaters everywhere. Which website? Online whiteboarding? What? I don't think you can cheat. I mean, you can cheat of anything, man. Anyways, what we're working on? We're working on cleaning up my dang website. That's what we're working on. I feel like I could tell if someone was cheating in an interview. Yeah, maybe if they are really bad. But how about somebody like, you know, who's done 1,000 LeetCode problems and they're also using AI to cheat? I don't think you could tell that easy, because that person could just glance over and see the solution and know immediately what the solution is, and they don't need the AI anymore because they've already gotten the answer and they can explain in great detail everything, like they can explain the code and all that stuff. So I don't think you have to share it, man. Think outside the box, man. You could have, there's so many ways. You could have an extra laptop. You could have another monitor. These tools are supposed to be like invisible. Yeah, there are so many ways, man. It's like chess GMs, they only need a few moves to win. I feel like I can hear him pressing the buttons. Nah. I kind of love and hate AI. I hate that people use it and get ahead without knowing the subjects well, since it does not progress humanity. If everybody just copies AI, we can end up in a progress stalemate. Also, that big businesses is just thinking AI will solve everything and they can fire all the junior devs. But I love it for getting help when I'm stuck and the documentation for something isn't great, and using it as an assistive tool. Coding Seal, I think I agree generally. Like, I really enjoy it, and at the same time AI has ruined a lot of things for me, mainly I guess competitive programming. You can have your friend off screen. Yeah, you can do all this stuff. I wish whiteboarding is a thing then. Also, this is unfair for people who actually put in their heart out to practice and play it fair. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. There's a lot of people who really know their stuff, but maybe they don't know everything all the time, you know? And I think if those people start cheating, which I'm sure some of them do, then it's like, what's the point of asking these questions anymore in a virtual setting? If everyone's gonna be doing it pretty much. It sounds like that's where it's trending. Like everyone is just gonna end up cheating. Because if you don't, you're just gonna get left behind, man. But we'll see. Have to adapt and start cheating yourself. Yeah, who knows? Jobs are getting more competitive. Yeah, that too. All of these things, man. All right. Let me try and deploy what I got now and then work on some other features. You think this is deployable? Should I just send it as is? Yeah, right? If they ask me why should they hire me instead of paying $20 a month for GPT 4.5 or whatever, I don't know. Dang. Yeah, I don't know either. All right, we gotta put everything into back to how it is for production. And then I'm going to build a new image here, upload these images, and deploy it to the production site to see how it works. Hopefully things still work. All right, here we go, here we go. Gotta build all these things. I gotta build the C++ thing too. Man, I gotta look that up. Icy Black Deep. Waterloo competitive programming. 10 hours ago, dang. Or a few days ago. Dang, man. Too long. Didn't read, but it's crazy. Annual Canadian Computing Competition, the CCC. Also, scammer companies and people trying to like defame each other using fake AI voices, videos, and pictures, and it's only gonna get better at doing it. Kind of scary since I can see people using it in political warfare, lewd websites, and scamming the unknowledgeable who are out of the AI space. Yeah, things are gonna get real crazy with AI. I don't know. Are we gonna turn into some real dystopian future because of AI, or is it just gonna be a nothing burger? Who knows? Time will tell. Anyways, is it build? Have we built these images yet? RIP brain cells? Yeah, we'll see. I gotta push this. I gotta push my WebSocket server too. But man, I want, all right, something else I need to do. I have this Docker file for my WebSocket thing, but I think it's whack. I want to update this Docker to be like a 2-stage Docker file where one of them like builds the binary, and then the second stage just copies the binary over and runs it. Because I think whatever is going on in my Docker image is it has to like build it and then deploy it, and it's kind of slow. But we'll get to that one day, not today. All right, what did I just do? I just pushed my front end image. Now I'm gonna push the WebSocket thing. AI is just a meme sandwich. It's gonna be used to mess with famous people and then die out in the ether. I don't know if it's just gonna die out, man. Sounds like you talk to cursors to do it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Noon. I'm gonna try and vibe code that. I think if developed enough, it can create a weird dystopia of lies, greed, and vain people causing each other harm. Since we already do that, but just through Twitter comments. But I guarantee you, people will make defamation videos of each other using AI. Yeah, it's probably already happening. Yeah, it's already happening, Q, right? Alright, I just uploaded those two images. Should we just deploy it and see what happens? Let me do that on my other screen. Try to do it on my other screen. Alright, my website is gonna go down. It might not work. We'll see. It might take a while because of that two-stage thing I was talking about in my C++ Docker image. When I started up for the first time, it actually tries to build a binary, you know, so that's not great. It won't get harder to detect, kind of sucks. I'm afraid of the coding seal 5, man. What are you talking about, man? You got them videos, man? Yeah. Imagine if everybody had a video like that of them. Then, like, how do you prove something is real? There must be a way, man. I guess somebody will figure it out. It ain't gonna be me, but somebody's gonna do it. Alright, let's see. I don't think this is gonna work yet because it needs some time. Let's just look in the logs. So look, it's doing all this crazy junk, you know? We need GPT-0 for coding. What? It's supposed to be an arms race where there's AI that detects whether something is AI and AI that makes the fake videos. Same with hackers. Yeah, maybe. But things are so new, I think it's going to be pretty wild until it stabilizes. Do you get your chat window drag issue fixed? Rocky88. It's like kind of working. It's not, you know, real-time movement, but I think it's good enough for me. Still, yeah, it's doing that jump thing, but at least it's that predictable, you know? You drag it slow and it follows slow. You make a big jump and it jumps. That's like, okay, I guess. I'm not gonna waste any more time trying to make that different. Norwegian Oiler, welcome to the party. How are you doing? All right, we're live. We're live. Hold on. Let's see if it works. So I'm on the website, midnightsimon.com. And it's not working. It's not working because I'm not logged in. So it is working. Alright, now. Oh, alright. If anybody is registered on my website, now is a good time to go on and let's see if the chat thing works. Like, I mean, we already verified it works, but let's see if it still works. Wait. Eventually people learn it's all just data and you can make exact copies of real world stuff. We'll just have to adapt and figure out how to either not care or war on AI. Oh, Q is here. SM123 is here. Howdy, everyone. Thanks for helping me test. So I'm just gonna leave this open. You guys can talk in it if you want. But the main thing I'm looking for is, I guess, the online messages. Oh, dang, he's spamming it. R-Fire is here. Maybe I need to... Alright, I need to put some rate limits or whatever on this thing. Message limits. That's for sure. I'm looking for if it disconnects by itself. What's happening, Norwegian Oiler? How's your... I don't even know. Are you... You're not from Norway, right? You might be. But I think you're somewhere in Europe. Oh, dang. Everyone's talking in here. Did it just break? No, it's... Alright, the scroll is kind of weird, too. This is a very, very long message, yeah. Wait, there's a bug? What's the bug? Tell me the bug. Alright, how do you break it, man? We need... And rates limiter. And alright, eventually we're gonna add... I'm gonna try and put this, like, persist the messages. But I don't know how to do that yet. I think we need like Redis or some type of caching on the server or whatever. Or maybe I'm just doing it on the actual C++ server. Can you change your username to like 10s and you type 1s? Wait, you're not supposed to be able to change your username even though the option is there. It's not supposed to work. I gotta remove this part, some of these things. I know the sound doesn't work either. Dang, they just put me offline. You guys trying to hack me now? Wait, it does break? It shows 1 zeros. Wait. It shows 10 SS when you only type 2? Wait, what do you... Dang. Alright, I can't even read the messages, man. You guys are going crazy with it. Chat isn't working, don't see anything. You have to be logged in. I don't know if you're logged in. Yeah, wait. The message, yeah, I'm getting crazy amounts of messages. Maybe this is a bug. Look at this. The chat can be off screen. Alright, let me see. Hello? Look at, dang, what the hell? One thing goes like 10 times. Wait, what? Am I supposed to get 4 on-call JavaScript errors? Where the errors at, man? Alright, this is big fail. What the heck is going on? Something ain't right. I don't even know what I'm looking for, man. So, alright. How come it just got crazy? Like, I wonder if it's because it reconnected so many times or what. Like, how do I know how many connections I got going on? Where did I see that? I mean, this looks like only one so far. So there is something wrong where, dang, because before I refreshed, it was sending like the same message 7 times. I'm trying to get back there where it did that, you know. But how did y'all break it? Was it something you guys sent? Oh, I see. Anytime I change my username, look how many dang sockets open. Yeah, look at that. So look how many sockets are open now, man, because I changed my username. Alright, we gotta take that feature out, man. I'm gonna take it out right now. Alright, stop breaking the website. Look, we're still connected? No. Alright, let's work on that. Let's work on that right now. I don't even know how I do that. 404 when trying to look at my profile. Alright, we gotta write these things down. I have a... Put it in my readme. 404 when trying to look at my profile. What else? Change username opens up lots of sockets. I guess this is like this bug here. That was fun breaking into things. Yeah, we'll fix it, man. Don't you worry. Oh, we also need to like limit amount. All right, let's fix the username thing. So I don't even know where they do that. Let's take a look. It's in this thing, settings, username. It's right here. Update username. Well, we don't even want, I don't want none of this stuff, man. Update username, get out of here. Get this function out of here, man. Update chat preferences. What is that, man? Wait, where was I, man? Did I already delete it? Oh, it's in here. Sorry. I'm gonna just delete that whole thing. We don't want that. So limit the text a user can send. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let me write it down. Oh, noon. Thank you very much for the hydrates. Cheers. C++ 77. What's happening? lot of things to try and fix here. Wait, what were we trying to do? Limit the amount of text. Limit text length. What was that sound? Thought something was falling on my head. Yeah, I don't know. Something outside. Nah, not a train. Who knows what it was? Somebody driving by. Alright. I guess we should try and test this out somehow. Let's go back to this thing here. Oh wait, it's not SSL, man. I forgot to do that. How's the chat stored? It's not. The chat isn't stored. It's just in React's memory. Image, yeah, send image isn't working. That's for sure. Alright, I'm just trying to run it locally now to see that the changing the username thing is not there anymore. What the hell? Oh, even locally I'm like attached to like my testing. Well, that part is all right. Should I just deploy a new thing now? At least the front end. Alright, let me try and add a timeout. Let's do that in here. Let's say add a limit. Wait, let's limit the amount of messages a user can send. Limits it to one message per second. Let's also limit the characters to, I don't know, 300 characters. The user profile 404 is due to capitalizing the first letter of my username. Alright, thank you very much, Rfire. Let me add those notes into the thing. So when I start looking into that, caused by capitalizing first letter of username. Alright, I just asked Claude to do some things. Wait, it wasn't even thinking, man. Alright, let's revert and let's try it again. Oh, fruit. Oh, sorry, I missed your message. What's happening? Are you using cursor? I am using cursor. I found another bug. Wait, what's the bug? Everything is good. Can I get some quick career advice? For sure. What's up? I can try and advise you, but I think my advice is a little bit unconventional sometimes. Do you want to hide the chat if you are not logged in? Yes, I do want to do that. Noon. Let me add that down. Hide the chat if we aren't logged in. I've been giving you good advice. Well, thank you. All right, let's see what they're telling us to do. Looks good to me, right? Oh, it's still thinking. Let's keep it thinking, man. All right, all right. Should we review it? Yeah, looks good to me, man. That's how I review code in real life. I don't even look at it, man. I just hit the button. All right, should we see what it did there? So we said to limit all right, 1 per second. That's the limit. And then what else did I say? Dang. All right, that's a problem too. We need word wrap. Word wrap in chat room. Should add a filter word system? Yeah, that's coming one day, man. Wrap it before you chat it. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things we gotta fix. Still can't send a message. Wait. Norwegian Oiler not being able to send a message. Huh. Wait. Are you logged? Let me see. I've only tested this with Twitch OAuth accounts. So if you signed up with an email password, maybe something is wrong. I'm not sure. Can you tell me more about your account, Norwegian Oiler? Wait, LeetCode profile isn't working yet. That part is not automated. I have to run my script. Should I run my script right now? There's a lot of broken things on the website, man. It's not fully working. Let's do... Let me just run this real quick. Fire up the script. Yeah, I'm firing it up right now, man. I'm logged in, but I'm not. What does that mean? Maybe refresh? So much for vibe coding. Well, we just let the vibes take over without verifying things work. We're just fixing stuff now, man. Wait. So... Yeah, Norwegian Oiler. Did you sign up with Twitch on the website? Or something else? No, email. Okay, that might be a good reason why I haven't tested this. I can't send anymore. Wait, I can't. Maybe got disconnected. Oh, everything. Oh, maybe you guys killed my server, or maybe you crashed my dang server, man. Yeah, look at that. Out of range. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. I think I know what happened, man. I know what happened. I think when an email registered user tried to send something, it broke. So let's fix that. Seven. All right, I know exactly where that is in the code. But will I fix it, you know? It's right here. this 7 thing, man. Alright, I'm gonna try and fix that eventually. Let me write down a note about that though. Non-OAuth. Uh-oh. Restart it. Maybe my hacks will work. Wait, what? Hold on. I gotta fix a lot of things. Wait, my current situation is C++77 is asking for advice. And here's what he says. My current situation is I applied to a job 6 months ago in October 2024. Today, they reached out to me for an interview. The job is IT software developer. It seems like the recruiter doesn't know much about software dev. It is a steel manufacturing company. I started a new job in February. So I've been working for 4 months now. My job is basically IT support and the pay is bad. I only need my current job for 2 more months of pay, and I was planning on job searching anyways, but I'm worried about getting fired. I need advice on how to maneuver this situation. My questions are: 1. What do I tell the new job as to why I'm leaving? Is it a red flag? And 2, is it a red flag that they reached out 6 months after the posting? 3, in general, any advice for this situation? I'm stuck on what to do. I eventually want to be a software developer, but my current job is sort of like, and wait, my current job I sort of like and is stress-free. I don't want to burn bridges with my current company because my senior and manager likes me a lot. I work currently IT support for a well-known prop trading firm, and it would suck burning this bridge. My manager makes comments as if I'm expecting to stay for a while. Man, I'd go interview. If you land the job, quit and go to your new job. If you interview and you don't get the job, then you don't have any decisions to make except keep on working at your current job. I would worry about, like, wait, let me look at what their questions were first, because you specifically numbered the questions. Let me read the questions again. Question 1. What do I tell this new job as to why I'm leaving? You tell them what you just told me. Like, it's not the type of job you want, man. You're doing like IT support, but the new job is more about software development, and that's way more attractive for you. Is it a red flag? I don't think so. Think of your job as you're flipping burgers at Burger King, man, and now you get an opportunity to go design websites for Steel Co. or something. They're gonna ask you, why are you gonna leave McDonald's flipping burgers to come work at us? That is not a red flag in my opinion. You're just getting a job that's more aligned with what you want to do. Is it a red flag that they reached out to me 6 months after the posting? I don't think that is a red flag by itself. There's not enough information to say that is or is not a red flag just because they waited 6 months. Maybe they posted it 6 months ago, they hired somebody and it didn't work out and they fired their ass, and now they're going back to look at all the candidates that applied originally without having to do another like hiring campaign. And number 3, in general, any advice for this situation? Yeah, I think interview, wait till you get an offer. Oh, ad break, dang. Anyways. Why you're leaving? Something generic like new opportunities. Yeah, it ain't that hard to lie to somebody you never met, man. Somebody you never met, somebody who's never met you. You can just make up anything and they're not gonna question it really, as long as it sounds alright. Just don't say anything silly, you know. McDonald's has great benefits. I don't know. I've never worked there. O Fruit O says, you are expendable. Even if you're friends with your managers, if they need to make a business and you are affected, they'll do what's best for the company. For the new job, tell them it doesn't fit or align with your skill sets. Yeah. All right. How do you time the ads? I don't time them, man. Twitch times them. I don't know how they do it. You don't have to say much of anything to the job you're leaving. When your next job asks you why you only stay there 6 months, you can tell them about moving from tech support to actual programming. It should be fine. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Is it normal to be working a job and interviewing? Do they not see it as a red flag? No, that's not a red flag. And you applied 6 months ago, man. So, I mean, just because you work for one company doesn't mean that you have to work there for the rest of your life, man. You're allowed to leave whenever you want. So even if it's 6 months in, what if the job you had now is not what you want, which is what it sounds like. You don't have to stay for a year or 2 years anywhere, man. You could stay for 3 months if you wanted and left, and it's not going to affect anything in your future, man. No one's gonna, like, you don't even have to put that job on your resume if it comes down to it. No one's gonna be like, oh, you have a 3-month gap on your resume. Why? Like, nobody cares, man. Just tell them anything. My dog was sick. Tell them, whatever. Sure, better than being unemployed and interviewing. Yeah, that's. You're allowed to leave. Yeah, man. You can leave too. Everybody can leave the job. I'm looking for other jobs while at a job I like, but I need to find a higher paying role with better benefits as they don't cover my partner and we are expecting in December. Dang, well, congratulations, Coding Seal. December is a few months away. Sounds exciting. If you're asked a question like that, say them with confidence, like you are under control and you made an executive decision. That's more important than anything. Yeah, I think you have an unlimited amount of reasons that you can say. You just need to pick one and stick with it. Probably pick one that's most related to the real reason. But yeah, man, you're allowed to leave a job after a few months if you don't vibe with it. But if you do that too many times, then it's a problem, man. You're doing it one time, who cares? You do it 6 times in a row, then maybe some people might get suspicious, But I think you can still get a job. Regarding setting up an interview, I'm only free 30 minutes in the morning. They asked for 20 minutes. Should I say I'm free at 8 a.m. because I have work later? Wait, what? Man, just take the day off of work. It's only a 30-minute interview. Just tell them you gotta go take a shit or something, man. It's like, just tell them, dang, something came up. I got massive diarrhea. I gotta go handle it, What are you gonna do? Ask you for a doctor's note? It's 30 minutes, 20 minutes. Like, you'll be alright. If it comes down to it, you can take a half day. Tell them you got a dentist appointment or something. Tell them you gotta go pick up your kids at school. Or something. That's what everyone says at work. Why they gotta step away from the desk. Who does it 6 times in a row? Yeah, some people are serial job hoppers though. So I'm new to the corporate world. Yeah, don't worry. Don't be sorry, man. Don't be sorry. I need to get a book for the newborn, like ABCs of assembly for newborns, but I haven't found one yet. Just Python ones. Need my child to know assembly. Dang, are you gonna like force programming onto your child? What if your child hates computers and all they want to do is go play in dirt and capture bugs or something? Anyways, say 1 year fee, but if you are serious, then take half day. Yeah, I mean, for 20 minutes, I don't even think you need a half day. Generally, people will be accommodating of you not wanting your current job, knowing that you're interviewing with them. Yeah, they're trying to get you to work for them, man. Of course, you're going to have to leave some company that you're working for, right? 30-minute interview sounds like a recruiter interview and only the first step. Yeah, it sounds like initial chit chat. And all you got to do is answer the questions like a non-psychopath and you'll be in, you know? Like, don't tell them all this backstory about you only been at the job for 4 months and you have this dilemma, and just tell them what's up, what you got to offer. Hear them out. They're going to ask you something like, why are you looking for a new role? You need to get that answer straight. The recruiter for sure is going to ask you something like that. And then you can just tell them about how you're looking for something that's more aligned with your skill sets or whatever, you know. Someone who lives in Houston, you aren't going anywhere on lunch break? What? Don't defense is in the house with a type racer. Let's do it real quick in a second. My child with no assembly? What is that, man? Mnemonics? I didn't even heard of that word. I'm gonna program my child to program. They can capture more bugs by programming drones using AI. Come on, man. I mean, sometimes I think about this, but I don't think I'd actually force my child to do what I want them to do, you know. But I like to think I would. My worries are gone and you are right. Best case scenario, get a better job. Worst case, nothing happens. Yeah. Well, worst case, you just get more experience in interviewing. Alright, don't defense. Let's do it, man. Type racer. I wonder if No Condom Chris is here. We're about to find out. Alright, we're going to do this type racer. First race is the warm-up. Second race is the championship round. Also, don't defense. What are you saying for Wednesday for segment trees? Is that cool, or you need more time to prep? Because I'm flexible, man. It's whatever. We can do it Wednesday, Saturday. All right, let's do Saturday. I like it. Everybody heard that, man. This weekend. Oh, wait. Or after Saturday? Okay, how about next Monday? Is next Monday good, or do you prefer weekends? Next Monday is 100%. Okay. Is it 100% for me? Yeah, Monday, May 5th. Segment trees brought to you by Don't Defense. All right, now type racer. First race warm up, second race championship round. Pixel Pusher is in the house. Oh, Pinto Fool, what's happening? Dang, don't defense 118. Crazy. Pixel pusher 184. I am not surprised. But look at that. SM triple digits 101. R-Fire 89. Icy Black Deep 80 WPMs. Pixel pusher says, oh, Brett, what's happening? Stopping at 100 wins. All right, here we go. Championship round is next. All right, here we go. Here we go. Dang, lots of people racing today. Are you ready? The championship round is upon us. Oh man, YouTube. Anubhav Vishwakarama. What's happened? I probably said that wrong. Roadmap to DSA easiest way. Man, I don't know. I don't know the easiest way. I took the hard way and I did thousands of problems. Lots of guests. Yeah, lots of guests tonight. All right, here we go. Championship round begins. Where's Pixel Pusher at, man? Gonna let don't defense bully you into not racing. All right, here we go. Wait, bets? No, too late. Too late. Man. Man, that was really hard to type. Even though the words were simple, just the ordering of the words was so weird. Yeah, don't defense 100. Thank you very much for at least hitting triple digits. That guest almost took it. Yeah, no guest is gonna take nothing out here, man. Wait for 2 seconds. You guys do type racer. Yeah, blame don't defense. All right, don't defense. Another win. 100 miles per hour. All right. Wait, the thing came back online by itself? That's crazy. It just restarted itself, I guess. Alright, so we have a bug in this. Whenever somebody who isn't logged in on Twitch logs in some other way, try and sends a message, they're gonna crash the server. So I'll try and fix that some other time because that's a little bit more involved. And wait, what the hell? How come it's saying my name? Online, offline. There's a lot of bugs, man. Look at that. Alright, something ain't right. It keeps disconnecting. So many bugs. Yeah, Pixel Pusher, there is a lot of things wrong right now. Yeah, it is unstable, man. It was working earlier. We did some stress testing and we found so many things wrong with it. But we're gonna fix everything soon. Does it automatically refresh the auth token? No, it doesn't do anything crazy like that. All right, let's consult the to-do list. What were we doing? Oh yeah, this is the main one, man. I don't know how to get around this for now. Maybe, let me think. Fixing bugs is not on the to-do list? What do you mean? Fix bugs. I think this is where it's tripping out, man. Alright, let me at least put that in so that people can't crash it again. It's not fixing it, but it's like mitigating it, I guess. Do you make the chat room from scratch? I made it, yeah, I made it from scratch with AI, vibe coding it. But something is causing it to keep reconnecting. I don't know what. Oh dang, let me look at the. Do we got some more people on this thing? No. I mean, look at, there's people's names. But it's not on here, man. That's strange. I wonder if my script needs to be updated. He made it in Scratch from scratch? No, I don't even know anything about Scratch, man. Alright, lots of things to fix. What was the first thing? Alright, first thing, we gotta send this fix for to stop that thing that will crash the binary, you know. There's probably other places where this binary can crash, but we'll fix them as they pop up. First, I need to rebuild this image. Oh yeah, I also want to do that thing with the two-stage build. Should I just ask the AI to do that real quick? I'm talking about a two-stage Docker build for this thing. Or whatever they call it. I'm afraid to ask it, man. I need to do some version control. Can you paste the private key? Yeah, I'll paste it in a bit, don't you worry. Sin Dev, I love pie. Hello there, welcome to the party. Alright, we'll leave it like this for now. But we do have to rebuild this thing. That image, and should I rebuild this image? Yeah, let me rebuild it and push them. Have you ever done WebGL? No, never. I'm not a real web dev, man. I'm like trying to learn web dev stuff. This is yeah. So I've only done React and vibe coding, man. I don't even really know React that well. Yeah, I'm trying to vibe web dev, man. WebGL is OpenGL for the web. Well, I don't know what OpenGL is. I assume it's some graphics thing. I don't know. Yeah, I don't do any math or graphics libraries. I'm not a game dev by any means, but one day I think I'd like to try and build a game, but not anytime soon. Well, all right. I want to build a game real soon, but one day I want to try and build like a 3D traditional video game, because you know, Type Racer Clone, that's a game, but it doesn't really have graphics. Yeah. All right, let me push these new images. So this is the front end, and also the WebSocket server. All right, now do that one. I really need to start doing proper version control, man, because I've been super lazy with everything. I don't even like make proper commits or any commit messages or create a new branch when I'm working on a new feature. I just do it all in the same dang main branch. But does anyone? Yeah, I think at work people do that. Fat killer whale, what's happening, man? Are you... Wait, is this your first time here? Or are you somebody who changed your username recently? Because there's another whale out here. Pretty much first. Oh, welcome to the party then. Hope you enjoy your stay. Working on, like, traditionally I do LeetCode, but lately I've been trying to branch out to do like web dev stuff. So I'm working on my personal site, midnightsimon.com, and it's just a website to track subscribers over the years, other LeetCode streamers. I have leaderboards for this stuff, but this stuff isn't working right. Something's wrong. We got Type Racer leaderboards and stuff too. Fat Killer Whale, thank you very much for the follow. A quick question. I have a large programming project I've been working on for a while. I'm in the middle of a major refactor to make it more modular and easy to contribute to. I'm having issues with managing my time working on the refactor. I just get overwhelmed. Do you know of any good strategies for keeping motivated on such a task? Just curious. Syndev, I love pie. I'd say I do have a strategy. This is the only strategy that has worked for me for anything. I jumped yesterday before you rated Chi-Chi. Oh, snap. I see. Yeah. Wait, not yesterday. A couple days ago. But yeah, nice. I have similar issues, I love pie, where I get overwhelmed with things and just kind of lose interest and I never do them again. I felt that way with studying LeetCode and with working on personal projects, but something that I found that really works is I stream. I stream everything, and it makes me more accountable, and I think people in chat also like help me along my way. So that keeps me motivated, and I think also scheduling time mandatory time to work on your project. Like say, treat it like a real hobby. You know, like if you have tennis practice and it's every Saturday at 2 p.m. at the courts, you know, whatever you're doing, you make sure you make time, and at 2 p.m. you show up to go play tennis. And I think if you have that same mentality with your side projects, where you don't just work on them whenever you feel like to, but you have like, oh, 2 p.m. on Sunday, it's side project time, then you just do it. I was streaming, but nobody shows up. That's gonna happen in the beginning, but you just have to keep on keeping on. I guess when I started streaming, nobody showed up as well. Eventually people showed up, but maybe because I was doing something a little bit more interactive, because I was doing LeetCode. I think if you stream and you articulate your thoughts, you share your screen, and you just interact with chat, after some time, after like showing up at your scheduled time, I think people start to tune in. But it takes time, man. But maybe the main strategy is to just schedule a time where you work on it. I think that helps me a lot. Just treating that blocked off time slot as something serious that you show up to. You know, and if nobody shows up, who cares? The only person that matters to show up is you, if you're working on this project. That's what you gotta do. Just show up. Alright, what was I doing? I'm trying to redeploy this thing. Having that someone there helps motivate. Yeah, you gotta be that someone first, and then other people will start using you as a motivation to show up, because they know you're gonna show up. And then when they start doing that, now you can depend on them, and it's just like a really nice relationship where they need you, you need them, and it keeps on keeping on. Or something. Anyways, launching the new fixes. Social deadlock, and then you get stuck working on forever, yeah. That'd be crazy. I wonder this all the time. If somebody dedicated their whole lives to developing a single piece of software or whatever, like, what would it become, man? Imagine you spent your whole life coding your one personal project, and maybe after 50 years you finally finish it and you release it to the world. I wonder how crazy it would be. I guess that's what that what's his name? Terry something? Temple OS guy? Isn't that Dwarf Fortress? Wait, in 50 years, AI would solve it instantly. Alright, maybe not 50 years, but you know what I'm saying. You put a crazy amount of effort into this project. This is what I want to do, man. I would love to do something like this. And maybe I've already started doing it with my website. I'm going to see if I do this for X many years and I work on it consistently over the years, like what it will turn into. So right now, for my website, midnightsimon.com, I started working on this along maybe 3 years ago. But before, it was just HTML. This is the old website. And I maintained this from 2022 until very recently, like I think in November. And then I decided to do a major refactor. And so it's been like 6-7 months since I've been working on this new version, but only 5 hours a week. That's the only amount of time I put into my website. 5 hours a week over 5 months, 6 months. You know, like, what if it was 40 hours a week for 4 years? Like, what would it turn into? Or what could one person build, you know, if that's what they did. Example of this sort of: Vim, FFmpeg, SQLite, Herd. Wait, what is Herd? What's that? I guess Stardew Valley would be one. Minecraft. Maybe some other stuff. I don't know anything about Herd. Stardew Valley shows that programming skill is overrated? What do you mean? Because it's a simple game that doesn't do anything crazy. It's just a great idea and an enjoyable game. I don't understand. Word, you can use closed caption for people from... Yeah, Freddy Apalays. What's happening, Freddy? Tengo mucho hambre. Necesito pollo frito con papas fritas. Yeah. That's all the Spanish I know, man. But I don't know anything about closed caption. Oh wait, dude couldn't get a programming job, launched a game with countless bugs and shitty code, yet he's almost a billionaire. Yeah, he's my major inspiration, man. Do you simultaneously broadcast on YouTube? Rfire, I do. But YouTube is usually nobody, or I wouldn't say nobody. A lot less people show up on YouTube because I don't do YouTube that well. I mean, the coding was comically bad from what I've seen. Dang. Wait, new hard? What's that? Oh, that's too hardcore stuff for me, man. But the game is so good, yeah. Stardew Valley, I played it a lot. Balatro has scuffed code too? Did I wander into Pirate Software streams? What you talking about, man? Icy Black Deep. Is this what Pirate Software talks about? I wouldn't know because I don't really watch him. Yeah, but what does that mean, Icy Black Deep? Are you a frequent viewer of Pirate Software? So what? I think he's had a major fall from wherever he was. I think there's a lot of people talking bad about him after some World of Warcraft raid or something like that. I don't really keep up, but that's the last I heard from him. Pirate Software often goes into his just go make a game spiel and starts talking about you don't have to be good at it. Oh, snap. Maybe he's onto something, man, because Don't Defense and Pixel Pusher say the good games have real shit code. Anyways. Oh wait, Coding with Club. Thank you very much for the sub. Pixel Pusher, yeah, Pixel Pusher is Canadian, man. You didn't know that? Everybody knows that. The fastest typer in Canada. Coding with Club, look at that, 2 stars. Thank you so much. Alright, what was I doing now? I was trying to launch my thing. Did I already launch it? Yeah. Let's see. So I removed that username stuff, and I don't think I did anything else. Well, now it doesn't even work, man. Jeez. Alright. I messed up something. Wait, what y'all talking about? Oh, dang. That thing in Vancouver, yeah. That was wild, man. I don't know what the hell's going on out there. Hold on. I messed up big time here. I gotta check my logs. Is everything messed up, man? Like, it doesn't even connect now, you know? Uh-oh. Maybe the code that I put in is wrong. That's the only thing I can think of, right? It must be. I shouldn't have done that, huh? I gotta sit down and like fix this one day. Instead of, where did I change? I changed this part. I was just trying to remove the first part, you know? Let me look at my logs again. Yeah, R-Fire. I know this, but I think I messed up something here. Where, how is this not working, man? What is this? That's a string. Oh, snap. I know where I messed up. It's so obvious to me now. I've created a silly code. I should have just let AI handle it, man. It's not right here. We gotta do this part. Should I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? I don't get why this part. I think maybe this part is where it was tripping, you know? Wait. Alright, let me... I don't know what to do. I think I want to fix it in production. What IDE am I using? This is Visual Studio Community. But I'm also using Cursor and VS Code. Dang. Alright, I'm gonna try that. Let's at least try and build it. I still use sirens, yeah. They just roll up in an unmarked vehicle, apparently. All right, let me rebuild my C++ image and upload it, and then that should fix all those weird things are fire. Here we go. Is this testing in prod? That's how we do it. Any particular reason for Visual Studio? Is the tooling better in C++? Yeah, it's because I don't know how to compile C++, and Visual Studio does, you know? And I'm using a weird tech stack. I'm using C++ for my WebSocket server. I'm using React and Remix and some other stuff. I don't even know. G++, yeah, but I don't know how to compile when I have to like link in third-party libraries and whatnot. It was really a pain in the ass. It took me like 3 days to figure it out, or 3 streams, maybe not 3 days. And I still don't know, but it's kind of working now, you know? Oh lordy, what just happened, man? Hey, sometimes it disconnects me, I don't know why. What are the WebSockets being used for? For a chat room. I'm about to upload it now. Well, I'm trying to, but I'm having some difficulties. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. Steven Sagiball, what's happening? Are you using CMake, Makefiles, or something else? I'm using CMake. Kinda. I'm using like CMake, VC package, and I don't really know, man. It's like it's working right now. I don't know why it's working. I mess with it a lot, and I'm afraid to touch anything. Lots of things happening. I leave for Seattle Friday. I'm not packed and haven't bought the flight. Man, Steven Sagiball. You gotta at least buy the flight, you know? You see what happened in Spain and Portugal? Yeah, I did. But I don't know what happened really. I just saw there's a power outage. All right, let me redeploy the website, see what's up. It's hard to, I gotta read a 52 reimbursement thing. What do you mean you gotta read that? Just book it, man. 52 page. Give it to a LLM and have it summarized for you. You don't gotta read that whole thing, do you? All right, it's coming soon, man. The shit in Spain is like the show 0 Day. I don't know what the show 0 Day is. I guess 0 Day, like a 0 day bug or exploit. So you're saying the whole thing was caused by a cyber attack? Is it still going on? Or have they resolved it? Like that one Die Hard movie? Wait. How many Die Hard movies? The only Die Hard movie I know is where the German guy and they had big trucks in the tunnels and they had the water jug problem. But I haven't seen any other Die Hards. Wait, worse than before for the website? Wait, R-Fire, what are you talking about? I messed things up big time? Well, right now it's can't open chat box. What do you mean you can't open it, man? Hold on. It's like still deploying. Maybe give it some time. It's still doing its thing. This is why I want a two-stage Docker file, because like it's building the binary in this image, man. It shouldn't be doing this. It should already have the built image in a fresh thing, you know. The water jug one is second or third. Mate, a third one? What was in Die Hard 1 and 2 then, man? Alright, should be up now. Die Hard 1 is so good. Die Hard 1. I must have seen it, right? Yeah, I've seen this. No. Oh yeah, I've seen this for sure, man. This guy, I know who that guy is. Yeah, I remember this for sure. Nakatomi Plaza. Yeah. Wait, then what was 2? What the hell was Die Hard Part 2 then? Have I seen this one? I don't know if I've seen Part 2. This does not look familiar to me. But the third one, for sure I've seen. Yeah, I'm not sure I've seen Part 2. None of these scenes ring a bell. Anyways. Hey, what the hell? Online? Did I just go offline and come back online? Oh, wait, reconnecting. Why is it reconnecting, man? Alright, I gotta figure out this reconnecting stuff. Huh. Anyways. Turns out vibe coding is not that easy. Yeah, there is no message R-Fire. There is no like sound. So I should take out that play the music thing. Or play the sound. That was AI hallucinating, thinking there's like a on message thing. So why did it disconnect me up here? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Look, Pixel Pusher just got disconnected. I wonder if it's... Alright, let me try and like Alt Tab. Pixel Puller, what? Let me put this on my other monitor just to keep it there. Close some of these things. I don't know what to do. We got 30 minutes left. I guess we can probably... Ooh, got some errors here. What the hell is this? Who knows? We're gonna have to debug all that stuff. All right, let's go back to my README. My README file. I gotta fix bugs. Fix bugs. Alright, changing username opens up lots of sockets. We've deleted that stuff. We need to fix this. We limited the amount of messages a person can send, yes. I think we limited the text length also, yeah. I did not word wrap anything. This non-OAuth users thing, oh, I can test that right now. I need a non-OAuth. Let me just sign up with email. I don't even know if this works. Test. Give me a username, man. Not Simon. Give me a password. Alright, so I registered. No. Did I crash everything? Last time when a person registered or when a person logged in, it would crash because it sent some weird cookies. So let me check if that happened. I think it happened, man. Maybe not. Alright, I think that fix is okay, but non-OAuth users can't chat. That's still a problem that we'll fix one day. Not today, though. Wait, think I can't update my profile. Wait, what? What does it say? Dragging the chat room is a bit laggy. Yeah, that is how it is, man. I don't know how else. So it's laggy, but it jumps if it gets too far away. But that's just like a fun thing. That's not like a serious feature, you know? I think I'll just leave it for now. Can't update LeetCode username. Oh man, I wonder what's wrong with that. Yeah, AI couldn't solve it, Pixel Pusher. I tried a few times and it wasn't working, so that's as good as it gets. Alright, so can't Date LeetCode username. Should we go and try and debug that? Like, what the hell is going on there, you know? Looks like it may update it. It doesn't give any indication that it did update. Yes, that is right, man. I can check in my database to see if you're in there. LeetCode profiles. Well, yeah, I don't know if it did update. Rfire. Wait, Rfire, what's your... No, I see. It says your LeetCode profile is in here, but I still need to fix my LeetCode profile scraper. It doesn't work properly, man, unfortunately. Does it have a space before the A or no space? Wait, what do you mean? The space before the A. Before the A? Which A are you talking about? Oh, your username. No, it doesn't. Your username looks good on my screen. But there's a problem with like my LeetCode profile collector, you know. Yeah, let me look at that script real quick. It's been a long time since I looked at it. Maybe that's something I can work on right now. Where is it? It's called Algo Tracker. And it's just a dang thing here. It's not much of a profile on this account. Yeah, it's all good. So scrape stats. Oh man. Absurd. Yes. Okay. So this should work, but it's not working, man. Let me run my script again one more time to see if you pop up in the thing. I need to probably trim or something. Somehow space got in front of the username. Yeah, I gotta do like a trim or something. Should I just do that now before I forget? So that is on my profile page. Can I do a dot trim? Wait, session Hugar, what's happened? Sorry, I missed their message. Are you trying to run the game or something? I'm just building my website. What's your LeetCode question? What's my LeetCode question? What do you mean? How many problems I've solved? Dot trim? Can I say dot trim? Sure, let's try it. All right, let me look at this thing. Oh, look at that, R-Fire. Oh, look at that. Grammar should be up there too. And this profile should be up there too. But I don't know why it's not showing up, man. Let me check one more time. And then I keep disconnecting out here. I gotta figure out that problem still. Yeah, this is not showing up, everybody, man. So something ain't right. I have a big error with my LeetCode leaderboards. Somewhere along the way, it stopped populating, and I don't know why. Maybe let me think. Like, it should happen right here, but then I don't see any errors, you know? And upserts should create like a new thing, yeah? YouTube, what's happening? A man Rawat, what's happening? What am I coding? I'm working on my personal website, midnightsimon.com. I don't know what this says, man. Should I translate it or what? Guide me. I am new to your channel. Welcome. I'm a B.Tech student from India and currently in second year. I know C, C++, and Java. DSA, not graph. Part that much guide. What do I do? You gotta study, man. If you don't know graphs, then study graphs. You should try and study every day, or at least 10 hours a week minimum, if you want to get better at data structures and algorithms. There's no secret. All you gotta do is more problems, and it takes a long time. So what's your query on the LeetCode page? Maybe it's limiting the records. Yeah, maybe it's no, but the data isn't in my database. I'm looking at the thing right now, you know, and it's not there. So the profiles are out there, but I'm looking. I don't want to show my database on stream. But there's a few people it's not picking up, you know? Trying to figure out why. More GG, more skill. Anyways, I guess that's. Let me write that down on the to-do list. There's so many things to do, man. I gotta do like a hackathon and fix everything once and for all, so that I can move on from these things and work on a new feature. But I don't want to like work on something new when everything is broken or half working. So, all right, bugs. algo tracker is not inserting new users for some reason. Can't believe you're finally gonna learn seg trees on Wednesday. It's gonna be next week, Monday, Q. Don't Defense says Wednesday, not great. This weekend, not great, but next Monday on the 5th, May 5th. Shivam Gupta says try doing competitive programming as you have 1 year left before your placement session. Try giving contests on LeetCode, Code Forces, and Code Chef. Yeah, I think if you do all these contests and you study a lot, there is no doubt you're gonna get better. But the key is you just gotta practice, man. May the 5th be with us. Yes, may it be with us, man. Which country am I from? I'm in the USA right now. Alright, why the hell is my script not working though, man? It's bugging me. But we don't got time to fix it. Well, I don't even know what this means. Hold on. I'm gonna put a big line break or something, man. Is it? Where's the response at? Oh, okay. Everything's okay. Pat's hello world, okay. Alright, here's one that's not been working. Oh, these don't even have a response, man. Like, look. Something ain't right. Like, this one didn't say... This one has a response here. Oh, lordy. So... Can anyone claim a type racer? 12 minutes, man. What the hell is the problem? Oh, Q Ultimus. Trying to do a little type racer. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna ask ChatGPT or whatever. Ask the LLM. This isn't inserting new users. If Don't Defense wins, he's second place. Is it? Wait, I'll figure this out next time, man. Or offline. Let's do the type racer. Which window am I on, man? This one? I'm sorting my most recent win, am I? I don't even really know if that's true. But I guess it seems true. Alright, here we go. Type Racer. This will be the final Type Racer of the day, of the stream. And after this, I'm probably going to head out. Alright, first race is the warm-up. Second race is the championship round. Y'all ready? I'm ready. I'm just trying to hit 100 WPMs, man. That's what I try and do every race. But it's hard. Very nice, very nice. 165 Pixel Pusher, 112 Q Ultimus, 87 R Fire, 85 Don't Defense. That's crazy. 68 and 75 Clistar. All right, championship round. Here we go. Big race. You know the video of the fingers moving for the 165? There is a video out there. Pixel Pusher has shown us the video many times. It's crazy. Feels like a dang machine gun going off in bursts, you know? Anyways, here we go. Championship round. Dang, don't defense 125. That's crazy speed, man. For you, at least. Not for like some other people here, but 125. Is that the fastest you've been on here? $120 was your previous best championship win. Dang. 125. Congratulations on a new personal best in a championship round. No, Common Chris wasn't even here, man. Alright, 125. Charles Lakes, what's happening? LeetCode. Yeah, I'm not doing LeetCode right now, but I did the daily problem earlier. The daily problem was this thing. Oh, look at that 50 days badge. Big timing out here. I guess I can share my solution for the daily problem. How do I share it? I don't even know, man. Like this. Don't defense. What are you talking about, man? What the hell is going on? Anyways. Oh snap, Charles Lakes. Are you out here, man? My website is kind of broken, but one day I'll fix it. I just saw your name pop up in the thing. Anyways. Is it time for me to go? I got like 5 minutes left, but maybe I'll just end it early. I'm still sick. Hopefully I'm not so sick by the end of this week. Should we go raid somebody and get out of here? 15 hats. Is Michael Deming doing LeetCode? Working on some other stuff. Surprised you don't follow Snow? Snow right here? Oh yeah. I guess we could go raid Snow, but she's not doing LeetCode. She's gonna do LeetCode? I don't know. Yeah. I'm just trying to find a LeetCoder, but I guess I'm not even doing LeetCode either, so... Should we just go raid somebody who's new to streaming? That's what I like to do, usually. A vibe coder? TypeScript? Integrating database migrations? What? Website building? So we need to find a vibe coder? Yeah, maybe. I'm not even a vibe coder, man. Continuing the vibes. Vibe coding. Racket. Oh, vibe coding LeetCode. Alright, we gotta hit 15 hats then. They're vibe coding and they're LeetCoding. What a perfect match. Is vibe coding gonna be a new section on Twitch? One day, maybe. Alright, I gotta go, man. My nose is stuffy and I don't want to talk anymore. I just want to go. We have a lot of things to do to work on the website. There are so many bugs that I gotta fix. But we'll get through them one by one, just a little bit every day. We gotta keep on keeping on, man. Thank you very much for tuning in. Are you a competitive programmer? I'm not very competitive, but I am a programmer. I used to do a lot more LeetCode, but these days I've slowed down a lot. You can check out my LeetCode profile or whatever. Charles Lakes. See you next time. Thank you for tuning in today. Icy Black Deep, The Real Raymond Jones. Have a good night. Q Ultimus. See you next time. Don't Defense. See you later. And next week, May 5th, Don't Defense will be giving us a lesson on segment trees. Don't Defense is a grandmaster at competitive programming on Code Forces, so you gotta tune in for that, man. One of the best competitive programmers in the world about to teach us about something. Everybody else, Pixel Pusher, R-Fire, have a good night. And everyone from YouTube, everybody who's lurking, see you later, man. Adios.